The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 32-yard line.
Mustang 19. Tank. Viking 18.
They'll drop the throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Vices.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now a give right side. Kramer. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready? 7-5, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, Dragon 60.
Now back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Cup 19. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Had the offense humming on the 1st drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Cowboys looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated grooves. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Cougar 19. 18 Randall. 18 Randall.
They're going to look to throw. Pickens on the slant. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so suddenly.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To the air with McCarthy. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now McCarthy looking deep downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 9 now. Completes this one to Pickens. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80, trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down. Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal.
These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 and out.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
60 Vikings.
They'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
In a 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kramer. He's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Kramer. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
At the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, go!
They'll set up a throw. They'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll be taken down at the 46. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Let's go now. Bravo 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the deep.
Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Vikings 13. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And even 100 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Donovan Ezeraku. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw McCarthy. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Kramer. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll look to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Kramer. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Walton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now 3rd down and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. Down the left sideline. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here for first down. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And a push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Here we go. Cougar 19, 72.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Second and 9.
Trap 60. 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Cover 19.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
On 1st down, it's Kramer.
Oh, that one well designed as they take this down to the 30-yard line. 212 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left,
but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On third down, Kramer. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief there?
And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Go! Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Rock rolling, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Throwing is McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender,
He really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Now back to throw.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 9 yards to go.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Man, 220 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Slot man moves right.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now McCarthy.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Loss of 5 yards.
And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second down and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's a give up the middle. And maybe a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Deputy! Viking 18!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Two. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close